ready.
We're on.
Yay!
Thank you guys for joining the Untitled podcast. With us today we have Engelharth.
Hello!
And we have 40 Mike.
Yay.
And I'm Stabby.
Yay!
This is the infamous number 42 podcast.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Are we going to talk about life and the
Users
meaning
of
of
the
it?
universe.
I did in fact title this Life, or the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
Nice. That's perfect.
I'm on top of it, sir.
That's
Thank
gay. To wait 7 million years or whatever it was, just to get a completely nonsensical answer.
No, I don't know if that's really... Is that really, like, homosexual? I mean...
Oh, it's super gay.
Oh, man. Like that seems like kind of
rainbows coming out of its ass gay.
Oh.
So it's a neon cat?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Neon cat.
I don't know anything about Nyan Cat. Is that thing half Pop-Tart?
Yes.
Like, what am I not understanding about this?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I'd never thought about that.
Okay.
It's half
Neon
cat, half
is half
Pop-Tart,
Pop-Tart.
and the internet birthed it.
Okay.
Oh, you guys, you know that they finally did figure out exactly who they're going to replace Trump with, right? On, what's that show? Celebrity Apprentice, I think it's called?
Yeah.
The You're Fired show.
Yeah, they were originally talking about George Lopez, which everybody thought was funny because, like, oh, it's an immigrant kind of thing. Except I don't think George Lopez is an immigrant. I think he was born here.
Yeah.
But,
He's super Spanish, though.
But I think he's actually born in the U.S. You know, it's funny. Anyone wants to Google search that and check that, because we could absolutely know the answer to that.
I mean,
they are going to use Schwarzenegger instead.
Oh.
Really?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is apparently taking it over, as I heard on the radio.
That sounds hilarious.
It's almost enough to make me want to watch TV. Not quite enough, but almost.
So all the celebrities are going to either just be celebrities or politicians, and then they can just kind of go back and forth.
Yeah. They'll do the show, and Arnold will be like, "You won't be back," instead of "You're fired." You know.
Yeah.
Oh, if he gets to be governor again.
Oh God, I hope not. Then
he can say, "I came back."
Actually, you know, he was probably one of the better governors that California had, because he actively wanted to solve problems. And the problem he would run into is he would come up with great solutions to issues. Like, he would go and talk to the politicians that were involved in deciding whether or not to implement them. And he'd be like, oh, hey, so I found out this great way to solve it. What if we do this, this, and this? And the politicians would be like, look, we're going to be honest with you. That would be a great idea, but it's never going to happen, because then I wouldn't be, you know, doing what the people that paid for me to be here want, and I'm just not going to do that. So, sorry.
Kicks the desk through the wall.
Well, and I think what should happen is what he should have been doing is recording this and playing it on, like, the news every night.
It's
yeah,
like,
but the
so that
American public
people
is
are like,
so
oh, we're not going to do
stupid.
that because the money, you know, the money isn't. We're not getting paid to do that. The people that paid for us to be in office don't want us to do that. Like, that should have been broadcast on the news every fucking night. That would have been amazing.
Newsflash: politicians are criminals.
But see, I think the majority of people have no concept of the reality of that. So if they were confronted with, like, on the news, and they're like, when they normally watch, like, oh, there's a pedophile, watch out for your kitties. You know, like the normal scare tactic bullshit. The terrorists are going to get you. There's pedophiles out there. They're
Terrorists
everywhere.
are coming to get you, sir.
Yeah, oh no, there's a terrorist or a pedophile behind every blade of grass.
ISIL is here.
Oh God, what was it?
Coming.
Wait, what?
ISIL's coming. Coming for you.
There was a story I heard. Apparently in New York,
ISIL.
legal to be topless as long as your breasts are painted if you're a lady. Like, they do the, like, you know, body painting on the breasts. That's fine. So there's a bunch of people that do that and then post for pictures with tourists.
Could I just paint my dick and just walk around?
No, bottomless is not acceptable. Topless is. So you can paint your tits, but I don't know that it would be the same effect as
No one wants to see
when a
that.
lady gets her tits painted.
You're not gonna be able to. I guess you could still shake. You know, kind of do. Was it a little shimmy?
It's my anaconda.
Do a little shimmy.
No, and then the funny thing is, it's really hard to paint a penis so that it looks like something other. Like, it'd have to be like an elephant or like a giraffe's neck or something. I mean, there's just not a lot of options there.
A snake.
Oh yeah, I suppose a snake. But that seems like it would look more like a penis than.
Trouser
Yeah, there's
snake.
just everything kind of looks like a dick when you paint it.
Yeah, we're trying to fight the opposite effect. We're
Right.
trying to make things look less like dicks, whereas some things end up looking more like dicks.
Yeah. Oh, but one of the ladies decided to take her daughter to work with her because it was taking her daughter to work day,
Okay.
and I guess her daughter was like 2 or 3 years old, so she painted her daughter's chest to match hers.
Awesome.
And like they were gonna post for pictures together and stuff, and I thought like, oh, it's kind of adorable actually. Like I don't,
Yeah.
that's
Weird.
really, I mean, yeah, but it's I don't see anything wrong with that.
It's not twerking. Like it's not at that level. Like when you're teaching your 3-year-old to twerk.
Yeah, but a bunch of people around like flipped out and were like, oh, it's fucking gross, blah blah blah. And then the cop walked over and it's like, you need to put a shirt on her right now. And it's like, oh wait, the cop went over and tried to enforce something that's completely illegal. And the people that were talking about the story that I heard were like, well, there's all these perverts everywhere. And I'm like, that's just not true. Like, pedophilia is extremely rare. That's just not, like, common. You don't have to fucking worry that much.
Like, and I understand showing concern, but at the point of like jumping down someone's throat.
I'm sorry.
It's not like trying to rub. Well, I'm saying she's like the mom's like not trying to like look at my child being top.
You see, like, naked little kids at the beach that age all the time. Who gives a shit?
It's not like the scene from Lion King where they're holding Simba up. It's like, ha, Swenya! It's like,
it's just a kid running around without a shirt on. Like, nobody should really give a shit at all. Like, I would think that people would be more encouraged to get a picture because that's so fucking weird. Like, it's all right, mommy daughter topless day.
like that's a bit random, but I've probably seen weirder shit. Actually, I know I've seen weirder shit. So.
Oh, I was at the beach one day and I saw some dude in one of those crazy Mexican wrestler masks. I forget what they're called.
Luchador.
Yeah, luchador masks, and nothing else, just like running around on the beach and then jumping in the water.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh, naked guy, whatever, fuck that.
That was me. Sorry.
That was you? Oh, god damn it.
Oh, that was you? It was you, Mike? Okay.
Yeah.
Mike got out again, and apparently
that
he likes to wear luchador masks while completely butt naked.
I just thought it was funny because clearly the guy was doing it to, like, elicit some sort of response, and nobody cared.
They were just like, there he goes.
They're just like, oh, yeah, another naked dude, whatever. Just fucking back to whatever they were doing. Just like, meh.
Get a selfie with him in the background.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That's the main goal at that point.
It's only talent if you can do the helicopter.
Oh, God.
Hey, that is a talent, though, showing it off.
Well, actually, that's a lot of balls for just like going completely butt naked. Like, to me, that's not even trying to be ironic. Like, yeah, of course, his balls are going to be showing.
It's a lot of scrute.
Yeah.
If you had a really big set of
2015.
balls, wouldn't they, like, block the helicopter, though?
No, it's just the helicopter's carrying a lot of weight.
You get, like, that little double whap every time, and then the guy's like, oh, that's a little painful, guys.
You can't quite get the motor running.
Yeah.
Chicka Bow Wow.
Oh, jeez.
That's the kind of highbrow humor you can expect here with us.
Yeah, we're going classy today.
No, we're going classless today, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
He's grown up.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
We all knew this would happen. Flash was gonna grow up, and he was gonna move away.
Well, now we know roughly what his age is, though. He's like 18 or 19.
Yeah, he is. He's
maybe 20.
Always 12 to me.
Always 12 to you.
I think he's always.
I know some other people are into Game of Thrones. So I found an article that I thought might be fun for you guys.
See it.
So apparently one of the actresses is like starting to protest the nudity and the sex scenes in the show.
Well, yeah, it didn't.
Trying to stop doing them or something.
Yeah, didn't this already happen?
Oh, did this already happen? I just heard it on the radio the other day, so it
Oh.
could be whatever. Yeah.
Well, maybe this is another person. I know that one person took their clothes off constantly, and then after the show was real popular, she was like, "Yeah, I'm done taking off my clothes now."
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that's such a shitty thing to do. I mean, that's like applying to be like somebody's assistant and being like, "Oh yeah, I'll get you coffee every day," and then being like, "Nah, you know what? Getting coffee is kind of beneath me."
Yeah, she
Like, oh wait,
signed up
no, that
to
was
be
part of the
naked.
job you fucking signed in the contract to any agreement to do, isn't it?
Well, signed a new contract.
Yeah, I just think it's like it's such a shitty way to act.
I mean, recasting someone is like the worst fucking thing ever to me.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
But it's like, you lose that continuity to me.
Yeah, no, it
Dumbledore.
does. Like if you're really, yeah, it's pretty tough. Well, didn't they recast Dumbledore because the original one fucking died?
Yes.
Like
I'm
I could
saying,
handle
like,
that. I give
that's some
way
shit.
more tolerance for that.
I think didn't they do it twice? Like the first guy died and the other guy didn't. Like just.
I mean, if the replacement can do like a good, imitation, like if you can't tell, basically, I'm cool with that. But
it's pretty hard to tell that it's different Dumbledores, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really?
So much makeup.
He's like, really?
No, that's. I don't know. That's to me. That's fairly obvious, but
It's
okay.
I mean, there's just so much makeup involved. It's fairly easy just to not pay attention to it.
I mean, they
Yeah.
do a great job. I think they did a great job trying to make sure everything was still consistent.
They could have like CG'd him back.
Yeah,
like, into
they could
the
have went
movie.
that route when you're just like, oh, for God's sakes,
And
just
they do
stop.
that like the Crow or something.
Oh, I think what it was with The Crow is they had so much of it done that if they did like stunt doubles for the parts they didn't have.
Yeah,
Like they
Crow's
got
old
most
now,
of the
isn't it?
acting stuff done, and so there was a lot of action that they needed to get in, and just a little bit of CG to like fix actors so that they looked like him or something in the one
Yeah.
or two scenes that they didn't finish. Yep.
Awesome.
Or maybe that was the sequel, The Crow City of Angels. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Didn't that movie series kill like half that fucking family or something?
Shout out to the Crow.
Because it was like Brandon Lee. I think. Oh wait, no. Brandon Lee did Brandon Lee have a kid too or something?
We're
I have
going,
no
we're
idea
going
who that
into a dark
person is.
area now, aren't we?
You just know like Brandon Lee's kid should never have anything to do with the movies. You know, like just stay away from movies, dude. Your family does not do well in that arena. Should probably just not be involved. You know, just don't even go to movie theaters. You
Just
know?
walk away.
Yeah, just walk away.
What are we looking at?
I present to you a $6,000 pedal car.
You mean $16,000 pedal car?
$16,000. I can't fucking talk.
Birds.
But let's live it up like the Flintstones, right?
So this pedal car costs as much as a real car.
Pretty much.
I don't
And-
understand.
We're just
Like,
stating that right off the bat.
why
That's how
wouldn't you
ridiculous.
make it one of those little like electric ones where you like plug it in and charge it up, and little kids can like drive it around with the pedal? Like,
Power wheels.
Yeah. I want
Power
this,
wheels.
and then give it like hydraulics, so it's like.
Oh hell yeah! It's a lowrider.
Like
If you're gonna make it that much money, you should at least make it worth that much money, you know, or like, you know, at least like the top of the line for what you're making.
The Defender.
And at least make it where it's like maybe convertible and not like so you can maybe switch out.
Sounds like a car you'd take into battle. The Defender.
It sounds like the next car that Kanye's kid's gonna have.
No, he'll rip off the
Hey.
fender and then put his own name on there.
special guest class hole.
Holy shit!
You can hear me, right?
Yeah,
You
we
sound
hear you.
like you're in a tunnel.
Hold on. Maybe that'll help.
Holy
helped.
balls! I spoke too soon.
Okay.
Hey,
yeah.
well,
No,
we're
I had
classless.
my fan running right next to it. I didn't know what I don't know what I think was gonna happen, but
Apparently, a lot of noise.
a lot of
Finally,
noise. A lot of
class is late to me.
There's no air conditioning in here. It's,
Ouch.
Well, you know, they got all those
Yeah.
hormone like, you know, hormonal kids, and they figured like, why not cook them and just really bring out the smell?
So I
That's
was
always a
pretty
good
happy.
thing. Gross.
I mean, the
one of
smell's there.
buildings, One of the buildings.
It's not going.
Yeah. Oh no, the smell's not going anywhere. Our shower on this floor, it smelled like a zoo the other day. Like not, I don't mean that like figuratively.
It
like
is
it smelled
a zoo.
really bad. It smelled like a zoo. It smelled like the place where you go to photograph elephants and
A
gorillas.
whole bunch of animals like do dirty things in there. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God, can you imagine? That'd be the grossest place to fuck in college. Is like the fucking dorm shower.
Anywhere.
But people are gonna do it.
But like in the dorm shower, that would be so gross. There's so many people in there. It's just
like-
so filthy.
Yeah,
Who
like
hasn't been in the dorm
Like you'd be
shower?
better off on the toilet. Like should be maybe even like having one of the guys stand in the fucking toilet might be cleaner.
Yeah.
like that one scene in Weeds where they fuck in the dorm showers. That was thinking about it. That was nasty. Terribly written, like most of the series. Fuck Weeds.
Just remember, everything you touch is covered in jizz.
Yep.
That's just
Everything is I'm on
par
at
for the
least once.
course. At
Everything in college is covered in jizz. Every
me.
desk, every whiteboard,
Every teacher,
every teacher, every book.
they sneak in when the teachers are asleep and just give them a thin coating with like a paintbrush.
college.
Just,
I haven't.
No. They wait
I
for the
haven't said
teacher to
this.
fall asleep after their sexual demonstration. Isn't that what they do?
I imagine someone walking in with a paintbrush and a bucket saying "bucket o' jizz," and it's just, just coating. No, lightly basting. Just lightly. It's like a light glaze. Like you're trying to like. I'm just not gonna continue on from there. That's gross.
So the Defender pedal car,
Yeah, let's go.
that's a thing, isn't
Let's
it?
bring it
Oh,
back.
I was kind of hoping you guys had already talked about this because this looks lame as hell.
Yes,
oh no, that kills me. $16,000 for like a little kid's pedal car. What blows my mind is that they have to actually pedal it. For 16 grand, they didn't put a little electric motor and battery in there.
Yeah,
like,
what's worth 16 grand in that?
For 16 grand, you could put a person inside there to pedal for you.
Yeah, for 16 grand, for just 16 grand a day, you could feed a family of 5 in Africa. Donate today.
so there's a new product out. I can't link to it because it's probably not within the terms of service.
No.
Damn it. This
But
is gonna be
exclusively with Fleshlight, there is now a virtual something or other, like the virtual sex thing. I think it is. It's some sort of thing that you put on the end you're not using.
Okay.
You put that on there, and then you put a little USB stick in your computer, and you go to a
Yes.
specific porn site,
Yes.
and
Finally.
you watch videos, and it matches whatever you're doing with the Fleshlight to what the video's doing.
God,
So your speed, like how fast you're pumping your hand, is how fast the guy on the video's fucking the girl, like the porn.
I've been waiting for a sex device that has a USB port for quite a while now. I knew it was coming.
I'm picturing that in my head, and at no point in my my little mental movie that I'm making is the guy not crying.
Wishing that he could touch a real person.
It's so creepy. And I watched the ad to show like how it worked, and like they had like the different dialogue options. So like if you lower the fleshlight, she's like, "Oh, why did you take your penis out?" Shit like that. It's so fucking
Because I'm masturbating
disturbing.
a virtual person with a device hooked into my computer through a USB cable. That's
Oh,
why I'm putting it down.
It's just gonna be funnier and funnier shit to get caught with.
Yeah.
Like, it was like now you got a little thing at the end of your knob with a zip drive sticking out of it.
Well, no, the zip drive is separate. It's literally like a little cap that you lock onto the bottom of the flashlight,
I'm just imagining this little
and
zip
then a
drive
separate
like, sticking out-
unit. Yeah, a separate unit you plug into the USB. Well, I mean, eventually they're going to have a thing where it's all hands-free, and you just like sit there, and it does everything for you while you wear like VR goggles or something.
Didn't we cover a story that said we'd all be fucking robots within like 50 years?
Yeah,
or
I
something?
thought that was hilarious.
This is just the first step.
I think sex robots would be awesome. Like that'd be great for like all those people you don't want to breed.
Like all of them.
You know what? I'll buy them a robot for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can we buy
Like,
robots
I
to
don't
just
want you to
prevent like,
reproduce
children from some
here.
people?
It's a gift for just yourself. It's not for me to you. I don't want to have anything to do with it. But here, just have it.
Don't even tell them it's a robot. Just be like, "This is Darlene. I think you'll hit it off."
She's really, really special.
We think
really into
she's
you.
just your type.
Yeah.
She's Japanese. I know you like Asian women.
Yeah, I know she looks white, but really she's Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
The end.
That was beautiful, fella.
Well, we kind of have close to that already with the real dolls.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just try to picture one of those in your head.
The ones
that,
that you gotta
walks and
store
talks.
by hanging up in your closet,
bolts
so
in
that
their
it looks
fucking
like
neck.
you have a dead person just hanging in your closet.
On bolts in their neck too, like fucking Frankenstein bolts sticking out the sides of their fucking necks. Oh man, like if that isn't like a really good reason why you shouldn't give life to that, I don't know what is, man.
Penis bad.
Yeah, what a time to be alive, really. We're about to go to Mars. We've got sex robots.
Oh wait, we're gonna go to Mars
We're
now?
not going
I didn't
to
know we were
fucking
gonna
I don't
actually
know.
go to Mars.
Not probably. If I had to guess, we're gonna get sex robots before Mars, but it's coming eventually.
Oh yeah. Sex robots on Mars. That sounds like an awesome movie and or band.
Oh fuck! I just realized two of the articles I grabbed. I think we've already covered.
Shit. You don't try to go for new stuff?
So,
Doubles.
you
No,
could
I do.
even
Sometimes
say,
I just don't remember that we've covered shit.
you could even say that Mars is not a place to raise your kids.
Not yet.
Not yet,
That's-
but soon.
that's
They just
weird.
got a little terraforming.
Martian law. The sacred law of the
Oh,
red
they need to
planet.
build the dome. Just watch out for the mutations. Don't want to get caught by Quada.
I don't
No,
catch that reference.
of course
It's
not.
Mars. Wait, it's
Why?
Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. Yeah, they're from Rocket Man, Elton John song.
Oh,
Uh,
I was talking about that movie with Schwarzenegger.
I was talking about sex robots on Mars.
No.
Like we glossed over that.
At least we're on a
Lousy
similar
sticks.
page, I guess.
Oh, there's an interesting one about progressives, like the SJWs and whatnot.
Is it the doubts
Yay.
of the social justice warrior? Is that the one?
The what?
The doubts. Oh, never
I have
mind.
no idea what you're talking about.
Put your thing up.
No, I was just talking
your
about the
thing
one
up.
where I guess there's an SJW named Sarah Nyberg. I don't really know a lot about it, but like I've seen the chat logs and she actually does like describe herself as a pedophile and stuff and tries to justify it. And so apparently,
Yay.
a lot of people from Gamergate or whatever like called her out on it because she was one of the big anti-Gamergate people. I don't really know. But like everybody from like the progressives, the SJWs, were just like, "No, she's fine. You guys are animals or something like that." They all just came to her defense, and it's just like, sometimes you should just walk away.
They're coming to the defense of the child molester?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's one of their own, and like basically like she got outed as like not only just like a pedophile, but somebody who tries to like justify it.
Yay.
Yeah.
I had someone try to justify
So,
child molestation to me one
Well,
time.
in what way did you try and justify it?
How the fuck do you justify that?
Well, they're just
Well,
like,
she's
oh,
saying
you
like,
know,
well, if
everybody's
everybody's
different.
respectful and it's the kid's choice, then it's really not that big of a deal.
Okay, yeah, no, then she's a piece of shit.
kids
I
always
just-
make great decisions.
I just thought there was a chance she would say, oh, well, I don't actually engage in this, but I can't help but,
There's the kid with the time bomb.
Yeah, if she said that, that would be different. Well, maybe she did. I don't know. She was talking about like 12-year-olds though and stuff. So
oh,
There's
that's interesting.
Two pictures
Like, if
of
you were
this,
trying to say,
this
like,
fucking
I think a
kid with
20-year-old
clock.
I think if you were trying to justify like a 20-year-old dating a 16-year-old or something, that might be a little more acceptable. But like once you get to 12, really,
Yeah, that
Once
gets
you
a
get to
little bit.
preteens.
Like I don't think even puberty's really jumped in too much by this point. I guess it
Yeah,
depends on the
well,
person, but
these
still,
days
it's
with the
like
fucking
there's
hormones, puberty hits pretty fucking early.
No, I
Yeah,
would
that's
take when I
true.
was 12.
No, I thought that was really funny. I just was like, and they're like, instead of being like, all right, sorry, but you're out. like we want to help you, but you know, that's just not something we can help you out with, there, lady.
It's like, oh, she's a child molester? Oh.
Ew.
Why?
Shit.
Like, how rabid do you have to be like, no, but this is our child molester, so she's cool.
She's part of the group. You don't
Yeah.
just turn your back on your friend just because they turn out to be a child molester. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's exactly what you can do. Never mind.
If they were saying something like, look, this is just what I'm attracted to, but I've never done anything and I never will, you know, that kind of thing, like, it's just an issue they have to deal with, I might be a little more accepting. But no, it's okay. Doesn't work for me. Like,
It's okay, and I encourage everyone else to be okay with it, too.
No. No.
We're not going there?
No.
Okay.
oh, Engelhardt is bringing something.
Oh,
Bringing the
Bringing the heat. Bringing the science.
Sound
And
waves.
the fact that they're probably going to try to figure out ways to control
Activate
our
brain cells in worms.
Oh, so
I mean,
why do you always bring all the sciencey stuff? That's
brains respond to
Hey, I gotta
stimuli?
bring something particular because Stabby always brings either the depressing shit or stuff about making fun of feminists.
That wasn't about making fun of feminists. That was just like a weird, like, progressives or like way over the top.
That's making fun of child molesters.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
know, but there's always
continuing.
at least a feminist article in there somewhere.
No.
Wow, you didn't do it this time?
I don't have any feminist articles. The only other one I have is the
Hold on,
two
hold
women
on.
graduate from Army Ranger
Say
course. I think that's not really the same thing. I think I have an article about the Army Rangers or something, but I think that's...
Wow.
Ranger.
All right, I'm
So
glad.
what are scientists doing with brain worm or worm brains?
So they're trying to get reactions out of laboratory worms by using pulse. I guess some sort of sound wave. I believe. Yeah, ultrasound pulse to activate
love the
brains like your
Transformers.
neurons. So sciencey stuff. Science. I'm not going to read the whole article, but
how about we just read the subtitles in the first sentence and see if it makes sense.
yeah.
It'll be a fun game.
Well, you're going to pull a Noja here?
Read all the
Yeah.
highlighted words.
Read all the bold and see if it makes sense.
Just like in school.
I don't have to read all the stuff in between, even though that's the actual information I'm supposed
What
to
I'm
read.
getting from this is that soon we can just control worms, and we could make like a video game out of it.
Like a worm army.
Like a worm Armageddon.
Worm man.
This is the future of warfare.
Worm.
We're just
Hey, have you
using
ever
worms.
played Worms? I mean, those are some
Yes.
tenacious little bastards.
Yeah,
They
I don't
didn't
know.
take a
This is
lot.
an interesting thing, but they're talking in here about going to mammalian brains, and mammalian brains are pretty
Finally.
complicated in comparison.
Yeah, so it's probably still very like a neat
Challenges
little
ahead.
thing, like a neat little trick that they learned. But trying to do it on a grander scale, like on a much larger brain,
Well,
or a
I
little
feel
more
like they could
complicated.
probably apply the technology to is parts of the brain that aren't functioning correctly could probably be stimulated via certain ultrasonic sound.
Oh, hold on. What's number 5 of the top-ranked news?
Oh, really?
Finally.
Oh, they
What the
found you.
fuck?
They're coming to
Like,
get
it's
you
just
now.
highlighted that somebody had police sirens in the back of the fucking.
Highlighted again.
No, at my college there are sirens 24/7. Yesterday, at about this time, there were 2 fire trucks that went by the street in front of my dorm.
God damn it.
They were going to like a dorm in another community that's pretty close by because somebody tried to heat up a cookie in the microwave and lit it on fire.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. I like that. Girl 12 finds porn on Amazon search. Really? That's a shock.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Porn on the internet?
Really, is this the Onion? Like that seems like an Onion headline.
This is
Yeah, I
like
would
a
assume. But it's
this is the
actually
equivalent of a
.com.
child walking into the porn section of the now defunct video stores. It's just like, oh no, get out of there.
Yeah, no, that sounds interesting. Like, you could potentially help cure people by stimulating
Or
sections of the brain with ultrasonic sound.
or you could control their every thought.
I don't think that's remotely
You
possible.
can control
Mind control.
porn from Amazon.
I think if you were really going to control the human
All right.
brain, you'd have to actually have, like,
Hold on now. Hold on. Follow my logic. We could make human sex robots.
Hey,
Really? That's
Alright,
so
so-
creepy.
That's what we're gonna do. We're
and
gonna
we'll sell them
just-
on Amazon to 12-year-old girls.
Don't you call those, like, sorority sisters? No.
Oh, that's bad.
That was pretty terrible.
That was.
Oh, sorry. Sad
Hold
drama.
Hold on, I'm looking for it. There you go.
You're
I'm looking for my Google effects so I can give that a round of applause. But is it this way?
Oh, I found out at the dentist today
Too late. Yeah.
that I may have been brushing my teeth wrong for, like, my entire life.
No, not again.
Oh, well, don't they do that every time?
I find this out
What?
every fucking time I go to the dentist.
No, it turns out you're supposed to actually brush, like, the gum line at like a 45-degree angle.
Oh, nobody does that. Don't
Angle.
worry.
It's all about the angle, man. It's all about the angle.
the angle. No. I mean, after the lady butchered my mouth and caused me to probably lose a quart of blood, you know, they just told me I was brushing my teeth wrong. Oh, they had this weird sonic pick thing that they were trying to put under my gum line.
See, they were
it
trying to
was-
control your mind with
Yeah.
sound waves.
They were trying to
Yeah,
take
that's
me
the
over through my jawbone. Oh, God,
knew
that's
it.
awful.
Jawbone control. Hey, shout out to that guy.
So, yeah, every time I'm at the dentist, they always wanna like just pick at one specific area, and then just kind of stay there while like the rest of my mouth gets ignored. I don't know what they're doing, and they never explain it. Like, after the whole thing, they're like, "Oh, you have good dental health. You know, you must not like candy," and then they make a lame joke like that.
There's times when you want to bite their hand.
Do they let you pick out a toy from the toy
See-
bin afterwards?
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
but no, but last time they were surprised when I started talking that my voice was deep, because I really don't look that old. So like I sat down and they were like,
They're like, "How are you, little boy?"
yeah, and I was like, fucking good, and they just weren't prepared for that. Oh, one time I went and the dentist actually made fun of my buck teeth.
What
Wait,
the fuck?
really? The dentist made fun of your teeth?
Yeah.
It's like going to a doctor and he's like, "You got cancer, huh?" Fuck, dude.
I don't
You're
think
gonna
buck
die
teeth
soon.
are cancer.
Came to you for help.
Fuck.
Did
God
you
damn.
He was like, "Wow, yeah, that's the biggest I've ever seen."
Like you're a
Oh,
dick.
nice.
Now I'm so conscious. I'm gonna fucking.
How old were you at that dentist appointment?
I was probably like 12.
Oh, that's really
Maybe.
fucked up.
He's
Yeah.
like, "Jesus Christ," and you're like, "What's up, doc?" He's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"I've got some bad news."
I was just happy to have gotten off of school that day. I thought I was gonna have just a little routine bullshit dentist appointment, and nope. I
Have your
got
life destroyed.
I got made fun of worse by the dentist than middle school kids.
That's
Wow.
fucked
Shit.
up.
So you ask him, "Are you a parent?" And if you are, I feel bad for your kids.
What's wrong with your middle school kids over
Oh,
there?
no. His kids are going to be great.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking
be
hate
so
his
fucked
ass.
up already. Like, nothing this kids at school are going to do is going to phase them even remotely. They're like, no, my dad got me way worse than that. You're a loser. It's just like, yeah,
It's just
no,
like-
that's.
I know true pain.
Oh
I've
yeah,
got
Like-
nothing on this.
I'd like schoolyards to be more like to be more like prisons, because I would think the idea of little prisoners is funny.
Well,
like they're just kind of locked in there. They go around.
They're always in a cage. They can't leave.
Make them walk around and pick up trash wearing orange jumpsuits and shit.
Forced to do work.
Yeah, they can't leave at all. They've got to wear orange jumpsuits. They just get an hour of outside time, kind of like school.
Oh my god, I saw somebody who quoted from like a fucking ultra crazy feminist writing or something like that, where they were talking about having guys in like a specific area, like caged animals, essentially.
Yes.
Only like women could come and check them out when they wanted to, like books.
That's awesome.
You'd be able to take your son or your boyfriend out for like the day, but then at the end of the day you'd have to bring them back and leave them there, and that's where they would all live. It was so ridiculous.
Sign me up. I want to be rented by women.
See, it works. You think so until you get rented by some 1 out of 10 pig shit. And
yeah, like Potato Head comes and gets you.
-5. No.
The sad day.
Yeah, it's like the double-edged sword of being a gynecologist. It's like you get the pretty ones and the not so pretty ones.
Well, and guess who's going to need more work,
No.
Okay. Why am I imagining now like that scene from 12 Years a Slave when they're in the when they're in the auction house, but instead of like black people and a bunch of old rich white guys, it's just a bunch of naked dudes in chains with a bunch of women around them, just kind of gossiping about them.
Oh man.
Ooh, what? Did anyone hear about slave Tetris?
No.
No slave Tetris for anyone? Oh, okay.
No, I've never.
Well,
heard of slave
apparently there's this educational game out there,
Oh God.
and they teach about the horrors of slavery. And one of the lessons they learned was that they would just pack as many slaves as they could dangerously into the boat.
Oh.
So what they did was they put a mini game in there where you could play slave Tetris. You got little black people all bent up in the Tetris shapes, and you got to fit them in the boat.
And nobody at any point thought, like, this might be too far, this is not going to work out well for us.
Well, the internet got a hold of it, and now it's the patch. They've patched it out completely. Slave Tetris is no longer a thing.
Oh, they just completely removed it? I'm not at all shocked.
I really want Slave Tetris now, though.
I thought that was a good idea in the first place. Like,
it's like someone who hopefully
Untitled
had
Studios does.
I would love that game. I'd love to play it.
That's our game.
Somebody should bring it back.
Slave Tetris is us, man.
I'm a bit angry we didn't think of it first.
Yeah, I know, it's so simple.
You would make that game. Yes, Classy, you would make that game, sir.
That could have been a presentation. Just saying.
Yeah, I know, you're just taking ideas right under me. Just pulling the rug right out from under me. The racist rug. The racist rug of slaves. How would that work, though? So,
carefully?
Because, some of those pieces are really oddly shaped.
You find a way to make them fit. Like,
you might have to make
these
them
aren't people we're talking about. They're
like,
slaves.
Yeah. You might have to make them look like the caricatures of themselves.
Hold on.
Did we cover this already?
I think we're doing for History Made.
Totally.
2 women.
Yeah, 2 women graduate from Army Ranger Course, which is like the
impossible.
specialized military part.
I don't remember talking about this at all.
They're women.
Yeah. I thought this was just kind of cool. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking badass.
But it doesn't mean much though, because they can't really become Army Rangers.
Oh, but there's actually there's going to be some new rules coming down from up top that are going to allow women to have whatever position in the military is available. So they may actually be able to get combat positions.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's still being so the Marines did.
And there's
Marines did some testing.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, what they found out was that all the mixed units failed pretty miserably, and usually because of physical limitations. So I don't know if it's going to necessarily go through, but it's supposed to go through.
Because they're women.
Well, it may be, but it also, I don't know what the test testings were. It may have been that they rigged the test so that certain groups would be incapable of
I
passing.
imagine there's some elite women out there that can easily outdo, some of
Well,
the
see,
men.
that's what you have to wonder is, did they just grab like women who are like in office positions and be like, you're going to do this test because you're in the military?
All right,
So they
Secretary.
weren't up to the same physical standards, or did they actually look for women that could meet the same physical standards as the men, and then test them in a more fair situation?
Do you think they rigged it?
Yeah. What I'm saying is it's possible. I don't know what the details are, but don't just because they failed that test doesn't necessarily mean that women couldn't do that.
No, but this is confirmation. This is women are just weak and inferior. Just understand it now, everyone.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see how that's going to play out. I'm really curious to see how that goes, because that's been one of the big men's rights activists, because they're fucking dummies anyway, but that's been one of their big things. It's like, women aren't in the military, they shouldn't vote, and stuff like that. And you're like, well, that's creepy, dude.
It's like, the fuck is wrong with you?
To be fair, that's not exactly the argument. It's but it's kind of the same. I don't know.
Oh, am I getting it wrong? I could be getting it wrong. I'm exaggerating.
It's just that. I mean, no. That's basically the argument. But it's not that they don't want women to vote. They just want women to have to sign up for selective service, which I don't think is unreasonable. I don't know.
True. I can see everybody signing up for selective service, but unless only if women are actually in combat. Otherwise, there's really no reason for them to be in it.
I think we should just kind of switch our whole military practice to be kind of like waves like in video games. So we get as many low quality guns and people with those guns out there. Just send them in big droves to die.
Well, that's just how you call the ghettos, right? Is you have a quote unquote draft, and then you just go and get all the poor people out of the ghettos, and they already know how to use the guns anyway, and you just ship them over and drop them off, and then see what happens, right? That's how war works.
That's called Operation Get Behind the Darkies.
I mean,
it's an official battle tactic.
Oh God! Thank you for taking it there, Mike.
But I mean, I want to see like a literal sea of people just pouring over some Iraqi.
You want China, basically.
Yeah, kind of like.
Yeah, they have a 1 million man army, but are those 1 million men all really that good at being in the army?
Dude, doesn't matter. You got 1 million of them. Just send them forth.
I saw 1 million.
I don't know, man. I gotta say, if you have some mounted 50 caliber guns, it doesn't matter how many people you send at it.
It's China.
At a certain point, you might overrun that gun section, but they're gonna take out so many.
Stabby. China.
It's China.
It's China. Like, if you mention China, like, in my city, they're just like, it's the undefeatable menace. We have to find a way to get them before they get us.
Wait, really? People are fucking dumb. China's tearing itself apart right now without our help at all.
Which means they're coming for us soon.
And that's actually
up
pretty
at random in their
it's a pretty bad thing because we're pretty in debt to them. Like that. That's a thing.
Yeah.
So if they go down,
and they're coming for Bubba Joe's trailer,
Yeah, they're coming for Bubba Joe's
trailer. And they're trying to come for us. People will just all those people Mike's talking about will be like, ready to sign up for the military, and they'll never get that far.
They'll sit at home and complain that this person or that person's not using the right strategy, all from their armchair.
I know.
Bragging about how they I got a grenade. It's like, all right.
I've got my gun right here in case they come.
Wasn't there like a famous World War II quote from some Japanese general who was saying we'd never invade America because there'd be a gun behind every blade of grass or something like that?
Yeah, it was from
Braid.
It was from Tojo, I think. No,
Braid of
I don't know. Not Tojo. Hirohito.
Tokugawa.
Yeah.
I'm confusing all of them now.
Nobunaga.
God.
Mike's just making shit up at this point. I don't know if you realize that, but
Hiroshima. Oh wait, no.
No, we got that one.
No.
Yeah, but I remember that quote because I think China would probably think the same thing. I don't know. Maybe they think they could invade, but I don't think it would go well.
It's China.
No, it wouldn't.
Like, one of the reasons why Germany was able to invade so far and so fast is very few people were armed.
And
So
because
it's like-
Hitler,
And tanks. They had tanks.
Hitler was pretty.
Yeah, you take out the basic military force,
crazy.
and there's just nobody else can do anything. It's like, whereas if the populace is mostly armed, then you have a pretty big guerrilla fight on your hands, and you don't know the territory as well as they do. Tanks will make a huge difference, but there's only so many tanks.
Tanks were huge.
Tanks were huge.
Tanks were huge. Comment of the day. Tanks
Really?
were
Were they
huge.
big? You mean like bigger than a horse?
No, they were very important to how World War II was fought.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Wasn't that like the big thing, like you gotta save steel for the war effort? And
Yeah.
It was all about, could you have a better tank than the other guy? Did
yeah.
you have
I don't know if that would be the same now, would it? Would tanks be as big
Oh
in
yeah.
this kind of war?
No. Even bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think drones. Because, like, the tanks would never
drones,
be able
yeah.
to do anything about a drone hit. And if the drone is carrying anti-tank missiles, it's fucking done.
Well, if you look at like.
And you don't have to be in danger.
If you look at recent wars that have happened, it's been tanks that have carried the effort.
But have those been first world countries fighting or third world countries fighting?
like Israel and Egypt. So
yeah, so
first
third world.
Israel's not a. They have first world military technology.
But are they flying as many drones as we
second
are?
world.
Like, you know,
They were
about
they were
second
fighting
world?
with technology from Russia and the U.S.
2.5? world.
Weird. Because you would think that you would just put anti-tank missiles on a drone, and then nobody has to be in any danger, and there goes the tank.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
I
kind of
want to
hard.
fight on the front lines from a computer screen with the joystick.
What, anti-tank missiles?
That's the new fighting on the front lines is you're at a screen playing a video game basically.
Yeah, because it's more effective to take out the leader of the military than it is to take out the rest of the soldiers.
Well, yeah.
Because I'm sure the majority of the soldiers are like, I don't really want to die. You know, like,
You cut the head off of the snake.
they're really enthusiastic, but like, do they really want to just go run in and like make that sacrifice on their own, or does somebody have to motivate them?
China.
I don't know why you keep saying China. I don't get it.
That's you can win an argument by saying that.
Is it like 9/11?
Oh,
They'll be
there
like,
you
I don't
go,
know, we could
9/11.
probably defeat them, and then you're just like, yeah, but it's China, and then they're like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think if China tried to take over another country, it would be like another world war. It would be pretty fucking disastrous for everyone.
Yeah.
Because I
It
doubt
is
whatever
World
that
War
country
III gonna
was
happen.
would be the only one fighting back. There'd be a lot of other people who'd be like, no, China's pretty big. We better fucking
I
knock
feel
them
like
out.
kinda
World War
doing
III
that.
is way overdue. We had two
Yeah.
of them like almost back to back, and then nothing.
I like how you say it like it should happen. Not like,
It should have happened a long time ago. We should be on like 6 or 7 by now. That's what I'm saying.
I think once we had like the ability to literally end the world, we were all like, maybe we should fucking calm down a
Take
little
a step
bit.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, our shit is getting fucked up pretty
We
hard.
can annihilate a city instantaneously.
I
We
think
should
we can
chill
do
out.
more than that now. I think we can annihilate like a good half of some of the
Uh-oh.
smaller countries instantaneously. Like some of those nukes are pretty fucking big.
Like China.
Yeah. No, we
Coming
can turn.
for you.
I'm sure we could turn, the world into a parking lot.
Turn the world into a fucking black glass land.
Oh, we have 2 viewers? Holy fuck, what is
No.
wrong with those people?
That's me.
Hello, 2 people watching us. Hello in
Son of a
TV
bitch.
land.
Probably
Mate.
it's my from China.
You made a mistake.
Probably China. They heard you saying China so much and they were like, oh, we better see what's going on.
And that special agent that's always watching us.
Steve.
Hi, Steve. Hi, NSA agent Steve.
I wonder why he's here this week. Was it something we said last week, or I don't remember saying anything. Oh,
It's all the China talk.
He was wondering why we weren't doing it. He probably thought we were up to something, so he decided to really keep tabs on us again.
Like I haven't
yeah.
threatened to take over any local government yet, but
I might have.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's right.
sorry,
I
fellas.
wasn't here for 15 minutes.
Did you threaten to show up at a fucking Pokemon tournament with guns?
Yep.
Oh God.
I refuse to let them catch it all. They
Did you
cannot
fucking
catch them all.
Did you hear about that?
Fuck them.
Some
No,
kids
that
got
happened.
banned. Like, they got banned by some moderator on some site, and they're just like, that's cool if you ban us. We're just going to show up with guns and kill you.
Wait, really?
And
Someone
then-
actually?
Wow.
And then they fucking showed up with guns
What the fuck
to
is
the Pokemon tournament. They were Pokemon masters. And then they
Was
got
there
caught.
like money involved?
No, they were Pokemasters. You don't fuck with them.
You don't
They're
fuck with someone in
dangerous.
their Pokemans.
Were these like adults or kids?
I don't know. I think they were like teenagers.
Okay, I can kind of see if it's teenagers.
I don't know.
Angst.
This was weeks ago, and I have to read the article again. But yeah, they showed up with guns to the Pokemon tournament.
Nice.
And then they were like,
Yeah.
hey, those are the kids that said they were going to show up with guns. And then they arrested them.
That's fucked up.
So it's like it's kind of like that. It's
They
kind of
want
like
to be
that
the very best.
kind of like that Clint Eastwood movie, Gran Torino, but they actually showed up with guns and got arrested instead of doing something clever and being a mark.
Heroic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just
I
use
mean,
their Pokemon?
Not everyone could be Clint Eastwood though.
Yeah, no, that's
That's true.
tough to do.
No, I
And
can.
That's a
now
nice
you
I
gotta
don't know.
ask yourself, do you feel lucky?
I don't.
Do you feel lucky?
I
Punk?
no longer feel lucky, Stabby.
Oh, sorry. I had to. That's such a terrible joke too. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
It's okay. It's not okay.
Also, can Dr. Dre's Beats headphones just fucking die? Can we
Yes.
stop having those be popular?
Yes, they can.
God damn it! I went to buy a set of headphones the other night, and it was like all the selection available was like Dr. Dre's Beats and fucking earbuds. And I'm like, I just want fucking regular headphones.
Nope. None
Where'd
for
you go?
Well, Beats are just shitty headphones. Oh, it was Target. I shouldn't have gone to
Oh.
Target.
Well, yeah, my Target has a decent selection of
Beats
headphones.
headphones are not balanced for
They're
normal music.
yeah, they're decent headphones. They're not good for the price though. Like for the price.
Oh yeah, no, they're way
Better
overpriced.
set.
Like
They're,
$40 bare minimum
Oh,
was all the
Good
ones
lord.
I was looking at.
you can get some decent headphones for like $25.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
you're paying for with Beats is you're paying for the fashion, basically.
Yeah, I was just looking for shitty over-the-head headphones because for work I can't.
You get to be
I don't
gangster.
want to have ones that cut out all the outside sound.
I'll send you a link
You know, like
after the podcast.
no, I bought them off Amazon. I bought a pair of
Okay.
folding headphones, but yeah, no, I just was like Target had earbuds and then Beats, and that was fucking it. It's just like, what the hell? I think there was like one or two Sony brands that were in there, like Sony type brands, but
Sony's
it was
decent.
so ridiculous. But like the bare minimum was like a $40 set of headphones, and I'm like, I just need a shitty pair that I can take to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend more than like $20. I want a shitty pair of headphones that like just makes it so I can hear my little DVD player when I'm at work and working extra hard watching movies. You know?
Fuck, man. I want to be able to watch movies at work.
Well, in 4 months I'll be sleeping. 4 months or so.
Yeah, I was at work the other day watching movies.
Well, I do have to
Get
check
around.
on the clients regularly,
fucking
and I have to
awesome.
keep all the paperwork in order, and I have to count all the meds on a regular basis. But it just doesn't take 8 hours, man.
Yeah, if I have my laptop out in class, I most likely have a tab of fantasy football open because I won my last game. I was down all week until the very last game of the week, which was on
Hold
Monday.
on a minute. You're
Yeah,
a fantasy
Monday night.
football person?
I'm a fantasy football person.
All right.
You just got to win one game and then you're hooked.
Processing that knowledge.
Oh,
Oh no, where I work, they trip over the internet. Like you're not supposed to use the internet. They get all
Still
mad
having
about
difficulty processing that knowledge.
it.
Does not compute.
Well,
Yeah.
do
Does
you
not
see him playing real football? Because that's never going to happen.
You've broken my brain.
no, it happened one time. It wasn't fun.
Just tell me,
You learned that was just not a game you should play.
tell me it's like a video game or something.
I learned I had a better body for fantasy football.
Is
than the
it
rest.
like a video game?
No, it's like you pick
God damn
players
it.
and then they play and then
Killing it for me.
Yeah, don't you
And
like
then-
basically
I
compare the
gave you a
stats from
perfect
all the
chance of
players you pick
redemption, and
with
you didn't
stats
take
from
it.
other players
It's
picked or something?
you basically predict player stats and then pick them accordingly, kind of from a
It's
pool.
like a video game, then.
Kind of.
Okay.
And then if you're playing it most of the time, it's for money.
Yeah, there's no. It's just a floor game though, so the only thing we're winning is bragging rights, which I'm taking full advantage of.
Well, yeah. That's how
You're playing it
that's how you
online?
power.
Yeah, it's an
I've
online.
always
thing.
seen people play it in like groups of people together, and then like the winner gets whatever like the money they all put in was.
Well, yeah,
You gotta
most
pay
of
for beer.
them, because they don't like to do all the math that's involved because it's a bitch and a half. They have their league set up online, but they might get together and watch the games or something because they don't have anything better to do and their lives suck.
They're like, look up who's winning now.
Yeah, that's. I just check every couple hours just to see if I'm still up.
You're addicted.
I'm not addicted.
You could
I
quit
play
any
Rocket
time,
League
though.
more often. Yeah, I can quit any time.
All right.
I can quit when I want to.
I
need to watch it.
I run the league, so if I wanted to, I could just pick up my ball and delete it off the internet forever.
Wow.
Good lord.
You can rage quit.
I own the means of production.
You can rage quit the league.
Yeah.
You guys are fucked.
So, yeah,
I think that's a
Classel
good
has
point to
power.
end it. We're right
Classel
about out of
has
time.
power
Alright.
again. Everyone fear his
Never
power.
going to be a better place, I don't think. Maybe.